Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be reviewing Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Look and face anyone? The book is about a girl named Katie and how her and her mother moved to a new town after her father has died, and it turns out they've moved next door to a group of aliens. I don't normally read alien books, but I heard so many good things about the series that I decided to give it a try, and I fell in love right away. What I love most about this book is that I can pick it up, start reading, and it is so fast-paced that I can be reading for hours and not realize it. The character Katie is a very relatable character because she's a book blogger. How many books have you read where the main character is actually blogging about books? I mean, being a reader or just a lover of books, yes, but never a book blogger. This is a first for me. And I used to be a book blogger before I got involved in YouTube, and there's a big difference between the two, and I love the transaction. I love being able to actually interact more with people on YouTube than I could with my blog. Damien's also a character that I love to hate. I mean, well, I didn't really hate him, but he was just so frustrating that I wanted to smack him. But later, as the book progressed, he became so sarcastically funny that I just started to really like him. I think the only characters that I hated through most of the series was Ash and Andrew. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had my doubts about Matthew from the very beginning. There was something off about him. But overall, I mean, there's very few characters I outright hated in this book. I think besides Damien and Katie, Dee was my favorite sub-character because she was just so full of energy that it was hard not to like her. I think one of the most interesting things about the books was the way the aliens were described. If you don't get the Lux part, if you haven't read the books and you don't know what Lux is, it's actually the name of the race, Luxan, and it's just shortened because Lux means light in Latin, and that's basically what the aliens are. They're just human-shaped beings of light, like their counterpart, Arum, I think I'm saying that right. I believe that means dark or darkness or shadows in Latin, and that's basically what they are. They're just beings of dark or shadows. I truly loved reading Obsidian, and it was a great beginning to an epic series, and I sort of wish I could wipe my mind of the whole series, that way I could reread it with a fresh mind. But hopefully when I reread it later on, I'll be able to read it with new eyes and not, remember what was going to happen next. Although, not giving anything away, but there are a few characters that are introduced in Onyx that I kind of saw what was going to happen before it happened, but there wasn't many points in this book that I could say that, because there was so many twists and turns that happened in the storyline that if it's like you blink and it's like, wait, rewind, what just happened? And it was such a fresh outlook on a book. I mean, not that I've read many alien books before. I mean, I've actually only read The Host, but there was just something really about this book that captivated me from the very beginning and kept me reading till the very end. That is it for my spoiler-free review of Obsidian. Please let me know down below what you thought of this, because this is actually my first spoiler-free review, and it kind of feels like it's lacking because I don't get to rant about everything I loved about the book. But I'm trying to tone it down because I know a lot of people have not read this book yet, and I don't want to spoil anything for them, because it's such an amazing book that you just really have to pick it up and read it to really experience it. There's actually no words for how great this book series is. After reading this book, I am a new Jennifer L. Armentrout fan, and I cannot wait to read more of her books. I have the Dark Element series already, and I have the first book to the Half-Blood series, but if there are any other books that she's written that you would like to recommend to me, I am very open to that. Please leave any comments about the book series overall, what characters you liked, disliked. I disliked Ash and Andrew. If any of you agree, please let me know, because I cannot be alone out there. I really cannot. At least I didn't like them for the first book. I'm not saying my opinion didn't change later on in the series, but for the first book I did not like them. That's all for now. Bye guys.